Happy Monday, fire starters. Coach Shy here, and I'm here with your word of the week. So, our word this week, we're on the letter D, and our word this week is dominion. Dominion. Now, I think this word was given to me. It is not something I would have come up with as the word of the week. It was not even on my radar, just kind of dropped in my head, dropped in my spirit. It's not a word that I use every day, but it is a really important word. And I don't think the purpose of me sharing it with you is so that you will use it every day, but that so you will understand and know how to apply it to your life. So let's get into this. Let's unpack this. Dominion means the power to rule, as in control of a country or region, etc. And it also means the land that a ruler or government controls. So essentially what I take away from that is that dominion means your power and your territory, okay? Your power and your territory. So last week we talked a lot about capacity. We talked about asking God to enlarge our territory, okay? So what is our territory? It's what we essentially have dominion over. So where does that idea even originate? Well, I think it originates in the beginning, because in the beginning, God created heaven and earth and everything in the heaven and earth, but he also created man in his own image, and he gave us dominion. So in Genesis chapter 1, verses 27 through 28, it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them. And God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Then in Psalm chapter 8, verse 6, King David is talking to God, and he is just marveling at the fact that God would even care about us, that he would make us just a little lower than the angels, and that he would give us dominion over all of the works of his hands. So it says, you have given him dominion over the works of your hands, and you have put all things under his feet. And this is essentially saying that God essentially placed everything in our hands and said, you're going to rule over all of this. You're going to have authority over all of this. And he gave us really two essential gifts in the beginning, among other things. But he gave us these two essential gifts. He gave us the power to rule, and he gave us free will. Those things don't always go so well together, as we know, if you're familiar with the story. But let's just stay here in the moment and talking about dominion and giving your power away, because that's really what it boils down to when you take a term like this and apply it in a practical way. The question is, where do you have power and authority? You need to know that and understand it. What is your territory? And then you need to understand and know or consider, where am I giving my power away? Is there anywhere in my life that I'm giving my power away? Talking about your power and dominion, well, first and foremost, dominion is not about ruling over other people. I know I've got some fellow control freaks out there, and you're thinking, okay, this is awesome. No, that's not what I'm saying. To have dominion in your life is not to rule over other people. Dominion is about first ruling yourself. Okay, owning your decisions, remembering that you have choices, not being thrown and tossed to and fro by your emotions, or having knee-jerk responses to everything. Dominion really is about first controlling yourself. And then the second thing is making sure you understand that you are no victim. God gave us free will. The gift of it is that he gave us choices. So if you're looking at your schedule and your schedule is out of control, then to own that, to have dominion over that, is to look at that calendar and go, what are the choices that I have made that got me from there to here? How did I get here? And what choices did I make that got me here? If you're in a relationship that's not serving you, a relationship that's toxic, a relationship that's tearing you down, you have to look and decide what part of this do I own? What choices have I made, or do I continue to make, to stay in this space? And as you go through every area of your life and begin to unpack, the places where you have choices, that's really where your control is. The only thing that you can control is how you choose to respond to a situation and how you choose to exercise the choices, the authority, the power that you have in any given situation. That is really what dominion is about. And it's really about not allowing yourself to be, again, pulled here and there because you feel like you don't have any choice in the matter. That's not having dominion. So, to wrap all this up, is to look at your life and go, what is my territory? What do I have control over? What are the things that I can control? And where can I rule myself more effectively? How can I make the highest and best use of who I am, what God has placed in my hands, and what He has purposed me to do? That's your territory. And you having dominion over those things means that you establish and you walk out that power and authority that you have every single day. So that's our word of the week, dominion. Think about it, pray about it, sit with the question, is there anywhere in my life that I'm giving my power away? And then make better choices. It's all in your hands. It's all in your power and authority to do that. And that's the beauty of it. That's your word of the week. I'm Coach Shy. Hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you on Monday.